I don't want to be strong like man who look pretty. I want to be strong like bitch that fight bears in the forest.
Welcome to another episode of Bitch vs. Bear with your hosts, Amber.
Me.
And me, Sydney. Woohoo! Co-owners of Shield Main Training Co. This is a show where we bitch, laugh, and chat about all things fitness and wellness related to women in the LGBTQIA+ community.
It is. Oh, I scared her. It's okay.
Oh my.
Oh, honey.
You're okay. Gracie's having a little moment. It's okay.
She doesn't like the new opener.
Yes. That opener's been around for a while. Better figure it out, kid. All right, Amber. What the heck are we talking about today?
Who the hell knows?
Not I.
Which is unfortunate since you wrote it. All right. Today we are tackling a topic that is near and dear to all of our hearts and stomachs. Enjoying delicious summer treats without the guilt.
Yeah.
I don't know who's feeling guilty. I don't feel guilty.
Well, I think a lot of people do, or like they kind of shame themselves into that of like, oh, it's summer. Like I shouldn't indulge. Like I have to be even more like locked down because it's summer and I have to like look good in a bathing suit. So
I just got a bathing suit that has like little ruffles on it. So it hides all manner of
there you go.
indulgences.
Perfect.
Okay, so yes, it is possible to indulge in your favorite ice creams, barbecues, and beach snacks while keeping a smile on your face and a spring in your step and guilt out of your heart.
Yes.
So grab your sunglasses, a popsicle. I recommend Outshine. And let's dive into today's episode.
Before we dive into today's episode, quick poll. What is your favorite Outshine flavor?
Lime.
Strawberry.
Have you had the watermelon?
I like fresh watermelon better.
That's fair.
Though the raspberry is really good.
Ooh, the raspberry is good.
Yeah. But the strawberry really hits the spot for me.
It's lime.
Yeah.
Love it.
And if you didn't listen to last week's episode, you should go back and listen about strawberries because they are good for hydration.
There you go.
So popsicle, killing two birds with one stone, as we like to say. You have a popsicle, you're hydrating. It is strawberry flavored, also hydrating. Lots of water content in there. And no need to feel guilty about it.
Are you hydrating with a popsicle though?
Yeah. Okay. Tangenting back onto the topic. First off, let's get one thing gay. Summer is made for treats. In my notes it says straight, gay is funnier. From ice cream trucks playing that nostalgic tune, we all know it. We actually thought about playing that tune at my place of work to encourage people to buy the ice cream we sell there, which I thought was a hysterical marketing effort.
You should have people walking around with like a little cart or cooler of the ice cream playing the song.
Like when you go to like baseball games, like
Yes.
it's like a Dippin' Dots cart.
Yes.
That'd be awesome. Yeah,
See people just jumping off the walls.
exactly. Bouldering, they just like roll and can I have one? Okay, so
I have a reel for you. We'll talk about it after.
ice cream trucks playing that catchy little tune, barbecues where the grill never cools down, it's always sizzling hot, and treats are just really a part of the fun. But let's face it, nobody wants a side order of guilt with their double scoop of sundae.
No.
Nobody wants that.
No
Okay, so how do we actually indulge without feeling like we need to do penance afterwards?
Yes, how do we?
Well, really, it's about balance and moderation. The things that we probably say on at least one episode every time.
Yeah.
It's about balance and moderation. You don't need to trade in your swimsuit for a monk's robe to stay healthy. Our bodies and minds need both a break, and sometimes that break comes in the form of a juicy burger, a juicy burger, or a refreshing margarita.
Yes, never feel guilty about that.
No, you shouldn't. And the nice thing about margaritas is you can make them virgin, like a frozen margarita without any tequila in it for like the kids, like still
It's just a slushie.
It's a slushie. So good. You have to remember enjoying treats is a part of enjoying life, especially in the summer when the good times and good food go really hand in hand. There's so many picnics and outdoor events and things like going to carnivals and theme parks. Like,
Yep.
it's just that you shouldn't have to feel like, oh, I can't enjoy myself because I can't enjoy the food.
Yeah.
Or the drinks.
That's sad.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
We don't want that.
So to help us with the balance and moderation, we suggest mindful eating, which is all about being present and fully experiencing the food we eat. It means paying attention to our hunger and fullness cues, savoring each bite, and eating with intention rather than on autopilot. I do that with my popsicles. That's a bad habit.
It's also really easy to do with like French fries. I've noticed like French fries
I want fries.
well, it's one of those things that I eat on autopilot. Like chips are a good example. Like when you're at a picnic and stuff, like it's easy to just put like chips in like while you're chatting, and just like before you know it, you've eaten an entire bag of potato chips.
Fair.
It does happen.
I mean, yeah. So practicing mindful eating can help us enjoy our food more and make healthier choices without feeling deprived.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So here are a few tips to practice mindful eating. You can employ these at summer parties, when you're on vacation. So many of us do like a week-long vacation, and that's where we're like, oh, we're just gonna go buck wild, and then have to like feel guilty and rein it back in. But like, that's 1 week out of the entire summer. So like maybe we not.
It's fine.
Let's not do that. So here are some tips.
Okay.
Pause before you eat. Before diving into your plate of food, take a moment and pause, check in with yourself, and assess your hunger levels. A lot of time, parties and things like that is more like family style, so everything's out. So you see everything and you're like, oh, well, I want a bit of everything, and then your plate gets overloaded. So if you think about it before hitting the line of like, okay, I don't need a burger and a hot dog. Which one do I really want more? Which one is the one that like speaks to me right now? You know, I don't need salt and vinegar chips and sour cream and onion chips on my plate.
Yes, you do.
And you know what often gets overlooked at like the fruit bowls and the like fruit salad-y type things? Like load your plate up with like fruits and veggies first, and then have some of the other little things, and you'll already be full for most of that. So like you're not going to overindulge.
Okay, that's fair. All right. You can also engage your senses. Take in the colors, smells, and textures of your food. Enjoy the experience of eating by chewing slowly and savoring each bite. This not only enhances the pleasure of eating, but also helps with digestion.
Yeah. There's something like when I wrote this, I thought about like that first bite of like a juicy cheeseburger right off the grill. And just like how sometimes people like scarf them down. But like if you really like take a minute, chew through it, it's so nice. Like it's like quintessential summer.
Yeah.
Or like that snap of like the hot dog with like ketchup, and you know, like you're like, oh, this is just a good bite, and like really savor it, because we don't often have those things outside of summertime. Like burgers and hot dogs on the grill are like so quintessential. Or even like a deviled egg. Like the family picnics I was always at, we always had deviled eggs, but like that cool, refreshing, just like it's so delicious.
You don't hear eggs referred to as refreshing very often.
But like the cool, like at a picnic where like they've just come right out of the refrigerator and like placed out. Mm-hmm. And like ours were always like a little peppery and a little vinegary. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're delicious.
Okay.
So you can also listen to your body, like paying attention to how your body feels as you eat, so you recognize when you're starting to get full.
Yep.
And a trick with that is making sure, like, if you take a bite of, say, your hot dog, chew, wait a couple of seconds, take a sip of water. Because you're going to start to find that, like, you're not going to eat quite as much, especially when you're stopping to drink water in between, because the water's going to help fill you up and also helps your body digest. So that's a little tricky there. And when you start to notice that you're feeling satisfied and full, it's okay to stop eating. Like, you don't have to eat everything on the paper plate. Like, it's fine. This will help you stop that overfull feel. Like, so many of us leave gatherings during the summer being like, I ate too much. I feel overfull. Like, I sat by the chips and dip for like an hour, and then I had a full plate of food. I know you all know what I'm talking about. This is a universal feeling.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I have never.
Yeah, never. Also, if you're at like a family one, somebody's gonna want to send you with a plate of food anyway. So like, you don't have to eat it all right then. You can be like, could I take a plate to go? Like, we live in the South. Southern people will send you with a plate. Yeah. Like, they will put saran wrap on it. There will be Tupperware. You'll have to bring the Tupperware back. But that's a whole nother thing.
It's a whole other topic.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah. All right. So another way to practice mindful eating is to be present. Try to avoid distractions while you're eating. Put away your phone, turn off the TV, and focus on the conversation and the company around you. This can make the meal more enjoyable and fulfilling.
Yeah. And I like to say, like, move around. What I notice, especially at these kinds of, like, events, like summer events, is people post up next to the food.
Yeah.
Like, and
it's the best place to be.
But if you're walking around and engaging in different conversation, like, you're not going to just be on autopilot eating. Move away from the chip table. It's okay. They'll still be there. But now I desperately want chips.
Yeah. Yeah. I really am going to need you to fire up the grill and make me a hot dog. Like, immediately following this
I can do that.
episode.
I have a pack of hot dogs thawed. I've got the best, I'll tell you all the best hot dog recipe that I stole from Walt Disney World.
Hot dog recipe.
Well, so the recipe, okay. The hot dog, you take it and you butterfly it.
Mm.
So it lays flat on the grill. And you get that nice char on either side.
I do like that.
And then get we get a broccoli slaw mix. So like a pre-packaged like coleslaw mix. But instead of doing the like pre-packaged stuff, you just take it out and put just a tiny bit of mayonnaise. Okay. Not a lot. We like the chili crisp oil. So like a little spicy oil. Lime and cilantro in there. And so like you're getting vegetables with your hot dog, but it's like this refreshing, it's so good. I stole this recipe from Walt Disney World when we were actually in Star Wars, and they called it a Ronto wrap. Like they took like a spicy Italian sausage and did the same thing. And
oh, you put it like on the hot dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's so good.
Okay.
And then you could drizzle a little ketchup, like whatever, but the slaw is so refreshing for the summer, and it's like very light. And the other thing about it is like the cilantro in there, like it feels very like, I don't know how to describe it. And the lime juice, it's so good. Just go try it and then leave us a comment about your hot dog and slaw recipe, because it is primo. It elevated my hot dog game next level.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, side tangent about best hot dog recipe for the summer. So, let's get into some fun and easy ways to enjoy those summer treats without the guilt. I kind of jumped ahead. That's a summer treat.
Did you write about that in your?
No, I didn't. You just have to.
Okay.
You just have to try that recipe.
All right. Well, what do you got?
I don't know if this is an official rule. I'm going to call it the rule of halves.
Okay.
Cut your treats in half. Share that gigantic ice cream sundae with a friend.
No.
Half the calories, double the fun, and hey, you just created a bonding moment. Apparently, we will not be bonding over ice cream sundaes.
Split the sundae with your wife. That's what you got her for, right? I'm single. It's all mine.
But like doing things like that, where like if somebody in your group is like, oh, I would eat half of that. Or like when you're out to dinner, if you're like, something looks good, I want to
split it.
Let's split it.
Yeah.
Because especially when you're like, I find like at the beach and stuff, like the portions tend to be.
They're huge.
They're huge.
I mean, pretty much portions at any restaurant are huge.
Yeah. So like split it. Yeah. Or take half home. Like ask for a to-go box right up front and put half in the to-go box and be like, that's my lunch tomorrow.
That's such a good idea. I like that.
Yeah, especially like when you're at the beach, because then you get like, you don't have to worry about packing a lunch. It's already packed for you. When you go to the beach, you just take it out, put it in. Boom. And then it's like you're eating out for 2 meals.
Fancy twice in a row.
Yeah, exactly. Unless it's seafood, you might want to be wary of that. But
yeah.
But like for most things, like if you're getting
Yeah.
a burger or like wings or things like that, like just ask for a to-go box to begin with and take half off the plate.
Yeah. I love that. I think that would work really well with like, when you order like an entree salad, they're huge.
Yeah.
And, like you can never eat all of it, but then you've already got like the dressing on it and then it's soggy and like it's really not as good the next day. But if you take out half before,
Yep.
that's such a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Sold. You sold me, except for the Sunday. I'm not sharing that.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. What is this? Hydration station is our next. What are these tips?
Yeah.
Ways to enjoy summer treats. Okay.
Yeah.
We got sidetracked so much I forgot our topic. Hydration station. So alternate between your favorite treat and a glass of water. Not only will this keep you hydrated, see last week's episode, but it'll also help you feel full faster. Plus, I hadn't read ahead. I feel like you put these things in here just.
Yes.
Plus, water makes you look sophisticated, like you're sampling a fine wine, even if it's just lemonade. Lemonade is not water.
But if you have a lemonade and water,
Your hands are too full to eat anything.
exactly. Yeah. The other tip, this is one of my favorites, is I called it a fruit party because I thought it was funny.
Not to be confused with a fruity party.
Exactly. Make fruits the life of your party. As you heard last week, we talked a lot about how fruits contain a lot of water and help with hydration. So if you're having a big family get together or you're doing a barbecue or you're at the beach, like making sure that you have like watermelon slices, berry bowls, and frozen grapes, which are delicious. For any of my like sports playing youth, when you were little, I always had frozen grapes in the summer, like as all the way up through like high school. Like when we would like be trying out in like August for like the fall soccer team, frozen grapes, like you would, yeah, so good.
Okay.
The frozen grapes also really great in your water because it acts
yeah.
like a little ice cube, but then adds a little flavor.
Without watering down whatever your beverage is.
Yes.
If it's not just water.
Yeah. So I like to think of when, like, most of these things you can freeze ahead of time.
Yeah.
So then they're nature's popsicles.
Speaking of which, we have DIY popsicles as our next tip. You can make your own popsicle. Sounds like a lot of work, but
It's super easy, actually. It's not a lot of work at all.
so you can blend your favorite fruits with a bit of juice and freeze them in molds. It's like crafting, but with a tasty reward.
Yeah. Exactly. It really is. And they're fun. We actually made ice cream yesterday.
I saw that. I noticed you didn't bring any with you.
I was afraid it would melt all the way here. Truthfully, it's so hot outside.
That's fair.
And we made peach ice cream.
Ooh, nice.
I'm hoping that later, because we still have a ton of peaches left, that Shelby makes peach cobbler, and then I have peach ice cream on my peach cobbler, and it'll be very meta.
It's a lot of peach.
It is a lot of peach.
I mean, I do remember making popsicles when I was a kid. I don't think it was that fancy either. I think we just made like Kool-Aid or juice or something and poured it into the molds.
Yeah.
But it's still a pretty simple thing.
Well, like, think about it. We live right next to, we have a Trader Joe's.
We do.
They have a strawberry lemonade juice. Take that, blend up some strawberries that are like, or just like muddle them so they're not quite like that,
yeah.
and put it in there. Like, you've just made your own outshine bar.
There we go.
Like, kids will love it if you're looking for like something fun to do with them. Do it in the morning, let it freeze all day. They come in after playing outside in the evening. Boom. The popsicle they made that morning,
Ready to go.
ready to go.
Perfect.
The next one, Grill Master Flex. So
This one is not for me.
when you are grilling, think about going for some like leaner meats like chicken or turkey burgers. Chicken, marinate that thing in some pickle juice and you really got something. And also, don't forget about grilling vegetables.
yum.
Grilled vegetables like zucchini, bell peppers, and corn are so flavorful and they're really satisfying. Grilled corn,
Oh
that
my gosh,
crunch
so
on that,
good.
oh, so good. And for a twist, try grilling some fruits. pineapple and peaches are delicious on the grill. And I just so happen to have a lot of peaches.
Yeah, I'm gathering that.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we have mindful munching. As we talked about before, savor every bite. Eat slowly, enjoy the flavors, and focus on the experience of eating. You're less likely to overeat if you're actually paying attention to what you're putting in your mouth.
That is true.
Yeah.
One of the things I didn't put on here, but I think is a great like summer snack, chips and salsa. Because salsa is so
Love
refreshing.
chips and
And it's
salsa.
an easy way to get in extra vegetables.
Perfect.
And you can make your own salsa at home. Pineapple salsa, peach salsa. But like it's super easy to make, and like you can help, have them help cut up things. It's so fun. And then you still get that crunch of the chip, but you're getting vegetables in while you're doing it.
Great. Good
Yeah.
to know I'm being healthy as I inhale my entire...
Chips and salsa. Yeah.
Have you had the green salsa from Trader Joe's?
No, but I do need to stop there afterwards.
So good.
So I'll grab some.
It's amazing. It's my favorite.
We have a very good batch of the Jacks right now. It's like the perfect spicy to like it's a very good batch. One of the things also is like when you're going on vacation, go explore like local markets and try like fresh seasonal produce. There's a lot of places that have farmers markets so that could be just like one of your outings for like a morning, and then get local and you get to try new things.
Love it.
I think that's a fun thing. And then you can like prepare meals there with what you've picked up. And again, you're just like encompassing this as an event, like food as an event. We do that all the time. So make it like a more fun and potentially healthy event.
Depends. I guess it depends on what you pick up at the farmer's market.
That is true.
Because I'm going to put the strawberry lemonade concentrate we just picked up into tequila. So
But you're having a themed night. Like
I am.
it's margaritas and tacos. Like that's
My
so fun.
tacos are going to consist of bell peppers and sweet potato and beans.
Sounds delicious.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. So fun.
All right. So how do we actually practice mindful eating, Sid?
Great question. So one thing that's really helped me practice mindful eating is creating like a really like pretty plate. I know this sounds a little weird, but really taking the time to arrange my food like nicely, it helps me appreciate the meal more and like slow down. Like there's something to be said when you get that really pretty plate. Like remember, like people still do it, but a while ago when everybody was Instagramming their food.
Yes.
But like kind of doing that for yourself so that you can appreciate it. It really just makes a big difference in how much I enjoy my food and also how I feel afterwards. Like if I have like lots of colorful veggies and fruit on there, it just makes me feel better because I'm like, oh, this is pretty and I got to enjoy it and look at something pretty while I ate it.
Just to make it too pretty because then you won't want to eat it.
That never happens. I had to pause and be like, has that ever happened? No, never once. I've always eaten the food on the plate. Yep. I think practicing like gratitude a little bit before meals, I got into the habit of doing that because we would do something very similar during Outward Bound before our meals, specifically our dinner. And so like taking a moment to appreciate where the food came from, the people who made the food, if you weren't the one cooking it, it just is one of those things that help you slow down and enjoy it a little bit more. Like we would wait and like kind of do a gratitude circle and always like thanked the cooks because they made us a delicious meal and like that would rotate daily. So like we were always thanking somebody new for their effort. And I think that can go a long way, especially if you're at like a beach vacation with your family or at a big barbecue or something like that. Like people have put a lot of work into it. And so thanking them and being grateful for that can help your relationship with food.
That's awesome. And remember, it's all about balance, being present, and savoring each moment and each bite. Summer is a time to enjoy. And with these tips, we hope you can indulge in your favorite treats while still feeling great. And if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, leave a review, leave a comment on your favorite podcast platform.
Yes.
Anything else about mindful eating?
Enjoy the summer. Like have fun. Like I think so many people get caught up in all of the different things about summer, but one of my favorite things was always getting to like eat the things that I didn't normally get to eat that are like seasonal.
Yeah.
Like so much produce and so much fruit is grown in the summer, and having it fresh is just
Amazing.
So like take advantage of it.
Yeah. Indulge mindfully.
Yeah.
All right, that's a wrap. Whether you are lifting weights or lifting each other up, let's keep breaking barriers, building strength, and embracing our rainbow of resilience. Until next time, bitches and bears, stay fierce and stay fabulous.